Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they match up with a former league MVP, Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons. With that, we're off to Atlanta for their home opener. Standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On third down, Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Ready, blue 80, wait. Watch the screen.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's caught. Jones.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
They go play action here on first down. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Get him, boys.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one.
Ready, get ready. 25, 20, 20. 53. Here we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime. All right, hang on. We'll...
Let's go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage. Now Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. To throw is Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here's Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
11 yards there, just like last play. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't.
Down, ready, back 25, check. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got
ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Stafford on first down. And Thomas has it. Space to maneuver at the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 50, Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the 50, it's Stafford. And his pass, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. An incredible play. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Thomas has got it, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 7 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Stafford. Screenplay. Johnson breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back.
Set, 260, 59, 53.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Catch made by Fulgham.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He gets it to Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown.
Set. 180.
Set is the mic. Hey, tighten down.
21.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in every...
And we will skip the... On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 32-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay.
Set. Get a 20.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Set. 180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This one out quickly to Amendola. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Undercrush.
Amendola's got it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brought down by Nate Gary.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Detroit, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our
Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's the coach. And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon.
watch the twist. Slam, slam.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Double time.
On second down, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Check, 53's Mike. Watch the slant. Check.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 13 yards, first down Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's free going. Back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a pick-6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick-6 going the other way.
Check, 47. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
What you got? Huh? What you got?
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on Third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over. On first down, Rodgers. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. On the delay, Jones. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch the pass.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers again now. And Graham's got it, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. It's caught here by Adams. And they do get him down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. 258. All day, baby. All day.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert it? Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm going to hit you all day. I'm here all day.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the...
258. Mike, 27. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time. And
Win 18.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Show it up.
Win again.
throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere. The most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Eagles, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis...
everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll get a look at the second-year man, Sam Darnold, and the New York Jets as they take on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with our...
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Switch up.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punter.
Check my 47. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. That's complete. It's Bell. Able to hold him to just 2 yards. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. This is Bell, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On second down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game.
Mike 47. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check Mike 47.
Darnold on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, this was caught by Crowder. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. On first down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, it's Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly. So that... Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. It's 4th down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks.
47. Mike's 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 47.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
You're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check, 47. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just... So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they take on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do better.
Check 53's Mike. You. What's that?
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. 4 catches, 52 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. A first down throw for Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Cousins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up.
Jahan, Quaker Omaha, 180.
Get the ball. Check. Crunch.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Draw play, Madison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Number 1 defense. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 4 yards on the dump off at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, this is Madison. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 47. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike 47.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our... And just like...
To Hunt. 180. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 300. Wait to Hunt.
First down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession.
Right here, right here.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. Cousins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Madison. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Going to run with Madison again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Cousins. And it's caught. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Cousins on 1st down. And Diggs has it. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's caught by Treadwell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he's 2-yard line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Get hot! 180!
47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Cousins to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire
Can Zeke deke again? It's a...
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
34 4 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Complete. He finds Bray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 23 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly. By a single possession. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 here, but it intercepted.
Kill.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This to Jarwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
47, Mike, 47. Go, let's go. Check.
26.
Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Kill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact.